Welcome to Everyone Has One with Tiffany, the YouTube vlog channel that you never knew you needed. How about that? So, this is my first video. I'm trying to kind of like christen the YouTube experience. So here I am. My name's Tiffany. I am a middle-aged woman from the Midwest. I live in the Chicagoland area. And I've got a husband and 2 adult children, 2 dogs. And I just said, why the heck not? Let's try this. There are people all over the place with vlogs and YouTube channels who are not experts in anything necessarily and just talking. And I said, hey, I could do the same thing. So let's give it a try. So let's do it. I'm doing it. Here I am. I'm talking. Let's do it. So, yeah. I'd like to focus a lot on the things that I'm interested in, and I think other people might be interested in them as well. The first thing being life, right? Like the different things in life and what's going on, and the ebb and flow of mostly this stage for me. And this stage for me is the mom now with adult kids. And not only adult kids, but adult kids, one who's getting ready to leave and one who probably won't be leaving in a while. So I think that's, a perspective that, if we look at social media as a, like, at least in the algorithms that I see, I'm seeing parents with kids who don't live at home, parents with kids who have young children, and then babies, like they'll show like the young child phase, but then I'm seeing a lot of like baby stuff, but not much in this stage where like all these changes are happening at once, right? Like you're as an adult, you're I shouldn't do this. I don't have words. You as a parent trying to support this adult person that you brought into this world to be the most successful. And I also right now have my nephew living with me, and he has a girlfriend and a baby, and they live here with me as well, us I should say. And they're, talking, obviously they need to find some place to live eventually. They can't stay here forever. And I'm sure they don't want to stay here forever. But, when we have conversations, he's like, yeah, and he'll give me like a date of when he's going to be out. And I've said to him so many times, I want you to launch successfully. Like, if you're going to do this, like, let's make sure you're successful. I don't want you flying out the door and then having to come back because you're not coming back. And I don't mean that in a cruel way, but he has parents, and they have parents. I'm not the only one, they're living here because their parents don't have room or whatever, but like you're gonna, when you leave, you're leaving here at least. Like, you're leaving here at least. So, and I want that for my children as well, though. Not to say, they can come back because they're mine, and so they're my responsibility, I guess. But, not I guess. They are. Like, that's one thing that I struggled with in my life. And I guess this video is going to get real deep real fast. So, I had my daughter at 16. So, I was a sophomore in high school when I got pregnant with her. I was a junior when I gave birth to her. And, specifically my mom's ex-husband, I don't call him my stepdad. He never really fathered me. He abused me, but he didn't father me. So, not a dad. If I slip, that's because it was something that I was forced to call him because I was. I'm not going to get way into that. So anyway, he would be like, well, you've got to get your stuff together. Like, I don't know how to get myself to get stuff together. I'm 16 years old and now I have a baby. And I know when I told them that I was pregnant, you know, they were disappointed or whatever. But I remember him specifically saying, like, you can't have an abortion. And then him kind of giving me hell all the way up until forever really pissed me off, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but it did. So for my children and for anybody who trusts me as a safe space, I want to make sure that they launch as successfully as they possibly can. And I'm going to try to give them the supports to do that. I don't want to hinder them. I don't want to pull them back or any of that. I want them all to be just uncomfortable enough to want to leave, but know that it's safe if they need to come back. And but I want them to know that I'm not rushing them out, because I want them to be fully ready. Something that my parents did not do for me. So that's where I'm at on that. But there's not a lot of people out here on the internet or social media or whatever talking about things like that. And, you know, so I thought that would be cool. I also love Sister Wives. I think for some of the things I have a slightly different take. We've got like Mormons talking about Sister Wives, and we have people who are not very religious talking about Sister Wives. And I had odd religious experience. I shouldn't say odd, but abusive religious experience for many years. So I think my take on it could be a little bit different, but that's not what I want to focus on. So, but it is definitely something I want to converse about. I love books. It's something that I've always loved books, but I didn't love reading. And as I've gotten older and have been able to pursue that, it's something that I really enjoy. So I would like to talk about that a lot. And then I'm trying to get into hobbies. Like I mentioned before, at 16, I had my first kid. I was just, you know, trying to, you know, at that age, gosh, maybe we'll talk about trauma on here too. And how to heal from trauma. I am a licensed professional counselor. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor here in Illinois. So maybe we'll talk about how we heal from trauma, because as I'm talking about some of this, I'm having some thoughts. So I don't want to go on a rant, but that's definitely something that I can't give out, obviously, advice in that, you know, I can't treat people, but I can definitely tell you how I've been dealing with a lot of the traumatic experiences in my life, and I'd be more than happy to share some of those with you. So I don't want this video to be more than 10 minutes, because this is really just an introduction, but I just wanted to do this because why not? And like I said, everyone else has one, and there are people talking about all different kinds of things, and I just don't feel super represented. And we can talk more about what all those call outs that I have in order to be fully represented would be in another video. But yeah, I just thought it would be a really cool thing to do. And then I talked to my siblings about it. I like sent a text to the family last week, and I was like, I'm going to start a podcast, and it's going to be called this. Everyone has one, and I want you guys to be guests on the show. And they were all like, yay! So I think I'm going to do it. And so I did. I went on Amazon and I ordered a tripod, and it came the other day, and I was busy yesterday, so I was like, cool, I'm going to do a Peter Mon. Shout out to Peter Mon, because he's another reason why I'm sitting here right now. I love watching his drama channel videos, probably more than anything, but I also watch his vlog and his booktube channel, and I'll dab and dip into some of his other ones, but I religiously watch his drama channel. So he shout out to Peter Mon, because he's one of the reasons why I'm sitting here right now, just doing what it is that I want to do, and I want to be a part of this community, and I'm really excited to be a part of this community. So here I am. Again, my name's Tiffany, and this is Everyone Has One, and I really hope that you like and subscribe and join my community. that is it. Thanks.